Hey y'all, welcome back. If you're new, hi, my name is Alyssa, and for today's video, we are going to be reviewing and demoing the Morphe and Jeffree brush collection. I am so excited about this, you guys, because I was originally going to get this on the first launch. I was like kind of in between. I was like, should I buy it? Yes, I really want it. And then I hesitated a little too long, and then they were just sold out. So when it came around the second time, I was like, yep, it's fate, I'm gonna get it. So I ended up getting the entire collection, which is the 7 brushes and the bag, as well as the sponges. So I'm gonna be talking about all of this today. I'm super excited. You guys know that I love Morphe brushes. Those are primarily the brushes that I use when doing my makeup, and I also love Jeffree. His liquid lipsticks are literally my favorite lipsticks ever, period. And then I just think he is so wholesome and down to earth, and I just really appreciate his honesty. So I'm super excited to be able to support him and continue to support Morphe with this launch. So I'm super excited about this, you guys. And there may or may not be a giveaway in this video. You're just gonna have to wait till the end to find out, but I'm just saying that could be happening. So anyways, without further ado, we're just gonna go ahead and jump into this. So like I said, I bought both pieces. So the sponges come like this. You get a big, I think this is a regular size beauty sponge. When I take it out, I'll know more. But you get 1 of the big beauty sponges and 2 of the smaller ones. This retails for $16 a piece, which I think is pretty good. The flat define sponge like this is my favorite Morphe sponge that they have. As you can see, I have quite a few of these in the red, so this was easy for me because I was like, I love this sponge, so obviously I'm going to get it. I typically don't use smaller sponges, so I'm excited to see how these work, if they get big enough where I like to use them. Sometimes I feel like smaller sponges stay so small that it's just kind of pointless, and I could just do everything with the 1 sponge like I already do instead of having 2. But today, because I do know I like this, I'm going to use one of the smaller ones and use one of the brushes for my foundation, because sneaking on into this, so with this set you get the 7 brushes and the bag, and this retails for $49. I don't think that is a terrible price. The bag is pretty. I do like that it's pink. I like the holographic detail. I'm not much of a bag individual, so I probably won't keep it if I'm being honest, but I do appreciate that the brushes did come in here instead of just arriving all separately. I feel like that does make the presentation a little bit better. Pulling the brushes out because I'm just gonna set the bag to the side. Ooh, I'm so excited. I love the look of these. Oh. Dump them out. Oh my goodness. Oh, that one just came right on off. Sweet. Well, this one just came right out of the bag. This is what they look like. They are so stinking pretty. I love the pink handles as well as the pink bristles. I like that they did the little kind of design. Kind of looks like an icicle, I guess. That's what I heard most people say. It feels really soft and really nice. Oh, I'm so excited. I think this is supposed to be like the foundation brush. Morphe x Jeffree Js3 Brush. It tells you on the back of the box what they are, correlating with the numbers, and so this is supposed to be the size queen brush. So I do think this is what he was using to put on his foundation with, so I'm going to use this to put on foundation today. Next, let me just open them all up. Alright, next is this brush right here with the really fluffy but like tapered type of a tip. This is the Js2, which is supposed to be the point blank precision brush. This gives me kind of either like blush brush kind of vibes, or even just like wiping off powder on the face. Again, very soft. I'm very excited about that one. This one right here has got a little like flat tip to it. It's more dense than the fluffy one. It's a little more dense, I would say, than the foundation brush as well. This is the Js3, and this is the iconic contour brush. This does not look like something I would contour with. It's just a little too small for me. I feel like this tends to create harsh lines that I just kind of get out of hand. It does look like something I could buff out kind of like concealer with, or eyeshadow primer. maybe more around the nose for a little bit more defined blend. Still really excited about that, and again, the bristles feel really good. We've got this one right here, which looks to be like the highlighting brush. It reminds me a lot of the, what is this? The R36. It's just much thinner, if you can see. I love how I'm like squinting, like if you can see this. So it is thinner, not as fluffy, but it still feels really nice. This is the Js4, which is, yes, the Fly High brush. So I'm assuming the highlighter brush. This one is the Js5. This looks like a blending brush. Really nice quality. Fluffy, but a little more dense. Probably good for especially blending in this inner corner area. Let me see what they call this one. This is the Crease Queen brush. So there's that. We've got this one right here, which is the Js6, which they call the Rule Blender brush. This gives me the M443 kind of vibes. Again, a little bit thinner, a little bit more, not tapered, but I don't know, they're just skinnier than the regular brushes, which I don't think is bad. Hopefully it'll blend well. Maybe it's for more kind of precision blending. I don't know. And then last but not least, this is the Double Trouble brush, the Js7. This is the brush with the dual ends, so it's got the spoolie on one side and the eyebrow pencil or eyeliner brush on the top. I do like that he gave us a brush with a spoolie. I love spoolies. This one's quite soft. Oh, very nice. There you go. I don't know how well you can tell, but this brush is supremely thin with like the tightest little there at the top. So I'm excited. Sorry, wouldn't come into focus. So I'm really excited about this because either for eyeliner, ooh, girl, you're gonna be cut, because it's a very, not too stiff, but it's not flimsy by any means. Oh, you could have a really thick, like, cut wing. I bet it would get in your eyebrows good. Oh, I'm excited for this. For foundation today, I'm going in with my NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop. I am in the shade Buff, if you are wondering. Hopefully I'm still in the shade Buff. And we are going to take the Js1 brush. I'm so excited. This is kind of different from any of the other brushes I use. What I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to pat it on with my finger and then see how it goes from there. So there's that with this brush. I will say that yes, my foundation is all over my face, and I do like the brush, but if I'm being honest, I don't think it's anything groundbreaking. I saw a lot of people like super excited and they're like, this brush was like the greatest thing since sliced bread, and while I mean it did the job, I just don't think it like did anything supremely exceptional. I do use a lot of brushes to put on my foundation anyways, so it's not like I'm just going from a sponge to this. I definitely find that this brush works better with patting motions, not like a swirl and buff it out. I didn't like that with this foundation. It could be just with this foundation, but all I can go off is what I see. Going in with concealer, I'm just going to quickly put some on. Obviously, I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape, because this is me we're talking about. A little on the lids, some primer. And then for this, I am going to use the little sponge. So for comparison, let me take the other one out. This is how much bigger it got once it was wet. So not crazy big, but bigger nonetheless. Again, like I mentioned before, I don't really see the purpose of a little one, just because like if I'm using a sponge, it's because I just pulled out the big sponge and I'm also doing my foundation with it. So I would never ever use two sponges at the same time. I'm extra, just not that extra, if you will. And even doing this, typically when I use a brush, I just use a brush for the whole thing. I just find that like this is so difficult to grip. It makes my fingers feel ginormous. I will say that aside from like the normal size, that I do like how it kind of like fits in the little crevices a little bit better. I mean, that's a plus because it is tinier, but I just feel like it takes a little bit more work. But is the sponge doing what it's supposed to? Yes. Okay, so we're going to set it with powder now, obviously, and I'm going to use the Js3 just to kind of put a little powder under there. Oh. Okay, I really like that brush. I like how soft it is, how fluffy it is. I normally probably wouldn't ever use it again just to place the product there. I'd probably use it for like the chin, the rest of the cheeks, and to dust it off around my eyes. I was just too lazy to pack any powder on, to be honest. But I really do like this one. I think the bristles are nice and soft. I think it moves really well, and it didn't do any weird shedding, so that's a positive. Okay, next I'm going to go in with the Js3 brush, so what he considers his contour brush. Since I didn't use it with any creams, which is how, again, I would primarily use it underneath the eyes, around the nose area, I am going to try it with contouring today, even though I don't think this is going to be my jam. I'm just going in with my Benefit Hula bronzer per usual, and I'm going to try and just see how I feel. Okay, so I don't think it looks bad in the cheekbones. I think it's definitely a little too small for me to comfortably do my jawline in the way that I like. I did it on my nose and my hairline anyways, although I probably, again, a little too big for the nose, a little too small for around my forehead. I think I would probably like it more on the cheeks if maybe I was using a cream-based product like my Chanel bronzer. I just feel like for me personally, this type of super dense brush, being so small, I'm just going to prefer it with cream products, but I don't think it did a bad job by any means, so I definitely don't mind this brush. I think I'm really going to like it for under the eyes and around the nose for sure. And then I will say, as you can see, I did bake along my nose. I really like this little sponge for putting the powder there, because sometimes the big ones, you know, they're just really large and it like gets all the way up on your eye or whatever. Like if I'm being just super like, oh, I want to give it points for something, I really do like it for that, for the small size. Let's do our brows with this brush today, since it does have the spoolie on the side, and another day I'll use it for eyeliner. I have a brand new dip brow. So satisfying. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this brush and this spoolie and go ahead and draw on some eyebrows. Okay guys, so with this brush, the spoolie was nice. Does it beat out my Anastasia A23 spoolie? No, I don't think so. But it still is nice. The spoolie is much softer than that, and for me, I prefer more of like a firm spoolie, but it did the job and it works nice. This brush, while I was doing my eyebrows, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, oh, I'm not really jamming with it as much, but you guys, my eyebrows look good. Like, look at those. They look so good. And you guys, I literally didn't use like any product. Look at that. And I mean, I know I don't have to use a ton because I do have naturally thick eyebrows, but this product, I will say, dispersed this product. I will say this brush dispersed the product really, really nice. Would I continue to use it for my eyebrows? I'm not sure. I think I'm going to love it more for winged eyeliner, if I'm being honest, and I cannot wait to try it like that, because I feel like you're going to get your eyeliner to go such a far way, and it's because it's stiff yet movable, I think you're going to be able to get like a beautiful wing with this. So I like this brush. I'm just excited to try it out more so with eyeliner, but it definitely did the job today, and I am not mad at the way my eyebrows look right now, if I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and let's just do a little bit of highlighting with the Js4. What highlighter do we want to use? Let's do a little dose of colors. Fuego. I love this highlighter. Haven't used her in a minute. So, grab a little bit of this. Okay, so I really do like the highlighting brush. I think it was nice. It's pretty much just a standard highlighting brush, so I'm not mad at it. I think it did it well. I do kind of like that it's a little bit thinner because it very much kept the product kind of where I wanted to. So if you're looking for a little bit more of like a controlled highlight, I think that you would really like this brush. Okay, so the last two brushes are the eye brushes. So I'm just going to kind of speed through a quick tutorial with this, and we'll touch on my thoughts and feelings afterwards. I'm going to go in with the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Bling Boss palette, so this pinky purple one, and just kind of do a little something, and then we'll touch base and kind of go over everything at the very end. Okay guys, so I'm all done with my makeup, and wow, did this take a dramatic turn. I'm not mad at it. I haven't worn this much makeup in so long that I'm just like, ooh, okay. So anyways, to the eye brushes. Between the two of them, I would say the more fluffier ones, so the JS5 is more of my favorite than the JS6. I think that this one's a little too thin for most of my likings in comparison to like an M433. It was not a bad brush by any means. I definitely think it's going to be good for more detail type work. It wasn't a bad brush, but it just wasn't my favorite. This brush was really nice. I felt like they did a really good job of blending in my inner corner, which I know is where most people can have the most troubles, myself included, because sometimes your brush is too big and it just doesn't do it as well. This still gives you that size, but more tapered, so that way I could blend really, really nicely. Overall, I will say that I really did enjoy this brush collection. My favorites were definitely the powder type brush that I used, so the JS2. I did like the highlighter brush, which was the number 4. Obviously, out of the eye brushes, I liked the number 5. And then I really enjoyed the dual-ended brush, which is the number 7. So those are my 4 favorite brushes out of this collection. Overall, my thoughts on this collection, do I like it? Yes. Do I think it's the world's greatest brushes, the most innovative thing? No. But then again, it is Morphe, so you are getting it on like a slightly cheaper side. Do I feel like it's worth it for what you're getting? Sure. I just think that it's going to depend on what you want to use the brushes for. I'm a big believer that you shouldn't just use brushes for what they say they're for. Brushes should be multi-purpose. I don't have time to buy a brush for every step. So I definitely think you can find some different ways to use these brushes and make it more worth your while. I don't think the price tag of $49 for the 7 brushes is bad, especially if you're one that likes to keep the bag, because obviously that's included in that price. I definitely don't think the $16 for the sponges is bad, unless you're not going to use the little ones. If you're definitely not going to use the little bit sponges, don't worry about it. Just buy the red ones that come singularly for $7. But I would recommend this product to you guys if you really, really just love Morphe, if you love makeup, if you want to support Jeffree Star. Otherwise, I definitely think you can pass, and I think you can buy individual Morphe brushes that'll just do pretty much the same thing. It just depends on if you want to be a collector and a supporter. If not, then I definitely think you can just kind of pass. It's not the best thing I've ever tried in the world, but they were nice. Okay, you guys, so now that we're done with the video, let's get into the giveaway. So one grand prize winner is going to win the full collection that I talked about today in this video. So both your own brush set and sponge set. I'm really excited about this because when I was able to get on the website, it just hit me to like throw one in for you guys, because I know this collection is kind of a hot commodity right now. It keeps selling out. So whether you missed it because you were a little late like I was the first time, or if you've just been trying to save your money up, one of you, I'm going to take care of you. But that is not it. You're going to win the Jeffree Star collection, as well as some other goodies that I've been setting aside for you guys. So including but not limited to a Tarte Rainforest of the Sea volume collection. We've got a NYX cream contour palette in here. I've got a couple eyelashes from Velour that I love. We've got a Maybelline City mini palette, a Makeup Forever primer, as well as a Tarte shimmering lip paint, excuse me, in the shade Strike Gold, and just a couple other goodies in here that I wanted to be able to give you guys. Yeah, I'm super excited to give one of you guys this, and I hope you're excited to enter. Okay guys, now let's get into the rules. So obviously there is going to be one grand prize winner, and this is going to be open to both US and Canadian residents. All I ask that you do is, if you are not 18 years of age or older, that you please ask your parents for permission first. I don't want to get in trouble for sending a package to your house that your mom or dad didn't know about, so just make sure that you have their permission, and then you are more than welcome to enter this giveaway as well. In order to enter, to become eligible to win, all you gotta do is 4 things. Be subscribed to my YouTube channel, obviously, like this video, and leave me a comment down below telling me anything you want to tell me. It can be about my makeup look, it can be about the collection, it can be what you have for breakfast, but as long as also in your comment you include a way for me to reach you, whether it be a Twitter handle, Instagram, an email, whatever you're comfortable with, just make sure you leave me a way to contact you. And that leads me to the last thing you gotta do is follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is @AlyssaNPope. It is linked down below, so you can follow me there. But yeah, make sure you do that because I'm gonna leave this giveaway open for 2 weeks. So today is March 16th. I'm gonna close this giveaway on March 30th. So on the 30th, I will contact the winner, and once I contact you, you have 24 hours to contact me back. If you do not contact me back within 24 hours, you are forfeiting your prize, and I reach out to a new winner. Once I have got a winner confirmed, I will announce them both underneath this video as well as on my Instagram. So just keep your eyes peeled, and that will answer all your questions. So yeah, you guys, I am so excited about this. I hope you are too. I cannot wait for one of you to get this collection. And yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed today's video, and hopefully I will see you in my next one. Bye!